It's a
You
good
you
time
will
to be a
always
sports
be
fan.
safe in Toy Story.
Gary, it's my turn.
It's never your turn.
It's a good time to be a sports fan. It's October. We got postseason baseball going on. Tonight's the opening night of the NBA. We got NFL football, as we all know, and hockey just started up. NHL hockey just started up this last week. We're covering everything at Beerly Sports, so make sure to tap into all of our podcasts. Everything you need. It's the year of the beer. How are you, Kerry?
Dude, imagine caring about the NBA. That's just sad. It is football
I
season.
care about sports.
LeBron James flopping everywhere season. Come on.
Bro. Let's watch the Commanders and Bears game again. Let's do that.
I'd rather watch that any day than watch the National Bitch League.
You should have said association. That would have worked so much better.
Yeah.
You were close.
I never cook. I always bake.
How are you, Zach?
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
He's a little heartbroken after Jags last
Dude,
week.
it's been a rough couple of days. I'm gonna be honest. I have a calf issue going on right now. That kind of sucks. Jags lost.
Day?
Huh?
Are you day to day? Or are you officially out?
Yeah, no, I'm day to day.
So you're questionable
Day to
in
day
case
with
you
a calf
fantasy
issue.
league.
I should be ready to go.
Okay,
All right,
but if
so
not,
do you know what makes you feel better, Zach?
What?
Some beer. Some beer.
Speaking of beer, what are you guys drinking tonight?
Zach, let me tell you, I got to go right for it. It's the best of both worlds. My favorite domestic beer is a Yingling, and my favorite seasonal beer is a Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. Zach, they have a Yingling Oktoberfest, and it's everything you could think of it would be. It's so good. It's that world of beer. You got to go check it out. Incredible. Amazing beer.
What are you drinking right now, though?
Yeah. Are you drinking water?
No, that's beer.
Yeah, we want to test that?
How are you going to test it?
Pour it in a see-through glass.
Yeah.
I don't have a see-through glass.
Exactly.
Pour it in a bowl.
Lick it like a cat?
Yeah.
This man drinking rosé on the podcast.
Long story short, I'm drinking a Yingling Oktoberfest. Happy October.
I doubt that.
All right, Kerry, what are you having?
I have such low hopes for this beer. It is a Sequench Ale Session Sour, blissfully brewed with lime juice, lime peel, black limes, and sea salt, and it smells disgusting.
You like it, Beach Boy?
And it tastes disgusting. If you want a beer, no offense to the Sequench Ale, whatever this company is, don't try it. It tastes literally like lime juice.
All right, I am drinking a domestic beer. It's a domestic beer, one I have not had on the show, and it's not like a local beer either. It's brewed out of Texas. I'm having a Shiner Bock.
That's a pretty can.
It is a pretty can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty can and a pretty man.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. How is it?
It's fine. I give it like a 5 out of 10.
So I got the best beer on the pod tonight. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. If we agree that's a beer, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Trevor, you wanted to open us up with some news tonight. What are we going over?
I did. I got some questions for you guys. I want some quick thoughts from you guys, just from some stuff that's been flying around our NFL lately. Apparently, Russ suffered a hamstring injury last night in a loss against the Chargers. They think it's a fairly significant injury. What do we think we'll see from the Broncos? Do you think we're getting some Drew Lock next week? And do you think he can play better than Russ? Make him look good?
Drew Lock's not on the Broncos.
I mean,
Brett Rypien.
Rypien. Yeah.
Rypien or Rypien? I don't know.
It doesn't matter. He's going to be better.
He's
got to be better. He's got to be better. I can't watch this football anymore. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Why are they on primetime every freaking week?
Because they're supposed to be good. That's why when they made the schedule, the Broncos were supposed to take the AFC West.
I believe I saw there's still 3 more primetime games for the Broncos. But
speaking of Drew Lock, apparently he's nipping at the heels of Geno Smith in practice in Seattle. So, interesting.
I told you that. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Huh?
Is he really?
I told you that
last week.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
It was literally last week.
I would love to see Drew Lock, but right now Geno Smith's playing good enough to keep his job. Yeah.
All right, I got a quick yes or no question for both of you guys. Do either one of you feel bad for Melvin Gordon?
No.
I do.
Why am I going to feel bad for a guy that's making millions of dollars to literally do nothing?
That's true.
Also, he fumbled like 5 straight games. He's not good.
Fair. Okay, so no feelings for him tonight. The Carolina Panthers are reportedly wanting significant compensation. This beer's strong. For running back Christian McCaffrey, and they've apparently already heard from the Niners, Rams, and Bills. Out of those teams, what do you think's or any team, I should say, where do you think CMC ends up?
When's the last time we've had a huge NFL trade of a star player during the season? Tell me that.
It's been a long time.
If you think it's going to happen, it's not happening.
I don't think it's happening either.
So both of you guys, you staying in Carolina?
I think he's staying in Carolina. I think the team most likely to pick him up is going to be the Bills.
Okay.
Rams don't have anything to trade except like mediocre players.
Fair.
They have little white guys to trade. What else? White guys for white guys.
Are they going to accept Ben Skowronek for?
Yeah, he's good.
Christian McCaffrey.
He's cooking this year.
Hey, Rams need O-line help. They don't need another running back.
Yeah.
All right, W or L? Devontae Adams not going to be disciplined by the NFL legal process.
That's an L.
I thought they haven't determined it yet, or have they?
Well, it's very likely that he will not be suspended.
Yeah, that's an L for the NFL.
Yeah,
it's a bad look.
I feel like he paid that guy so much money just to close it.
100%.
All right, Kerry, I thought you'd appreciate this one. Travis Kelce, the nice guy, the team player, has restructured his contract to free up about $4 million next year. What do you think about that?
He's a douchebag, and I'd really like to punch him in the face if I got the chance.
He wants to win. I think he's a great guy, and people always tell me I like him.
He's the most cockiest player in the NFL.
I don't think he's that cocky, honestly.
Yes, he is. Have you watched that guy?
I watch his podcast weekly.
He's also like a
supporting another football podcast and not purely football.
I don't hate that. You got like baby Travis Kelce right here, but like that's the real thing. So it's like the best of both worlds.
I listen to that podcast so I can understand what the teams are thinking going into the next week. So I have a better read on two different teams, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Zach is
staying up to date.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, I'm not a stats guy. Kerry's the stats nerd here. Kerry, that was a Bud Light.
I know. I'm switching off because I can't handle that one.
Oh, okay.
I have two different beers to mix the taste.
Okay, so ever since the Super Bowl era, the closest margin of victory for an NFL season has been 10.2, and this year it's at 8.9. So we're seeing a lot of very close games at a record-setting amount this year.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you kind of tell, you just kind of look over the scores of the games over the past week, and they're all close games. Even the games that were supposed to be blowouts, kind of closer than you thought. I mean, the Rams won 24-10. We all had a big blowout.
I didn't.
Wait, pause. What does that mean? Anyway, a lot of good football this year. Or is it a lot? Okay, that's my question. Does that mean it's a lot of good football or
a lot of bad football? All the quarterbacks that were supposed to be great coming in this year have looked like absolute fucking garbage. That's why the quarterback ranking lists that are coming out of the barely Twitters are a little bit crazy. Is because every quarterback that was supposed to be good is playing like absolute dog water.
Except for Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. I'm gonna talk about him a little bit. One of my points, but yeah, not getting consistent play out of quarterbacks, and that's why these games are close.
Terrible O-line play, terrible coaching, terrible QB play, just bad football.
Mm-hmm.
Brady, Zach's agreeing with Tom Brady for once.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Brady said it was terrible football a couple weeks ago. He's saying we're seeing a lot of bad football this year.
Part of that's him, though.
Yeah, he's not playing well.
No.
But I'm sure we'll talk about that later.
Sure we will.
So any more news, Trevor, or ready head to pick him?
That's all I got.
All right, so last week's pick 'em.
Too many fucking people won last week's pick 'em.
Yeah. We had over 300 responses, and I don't know, we probably have about 100 right, but good job to all of you this week, picking up the wins.
I'll go ahead and start.
Zach, you're not starting.
Why?
Because it's in order.
Oh.
How is there an order if they just got it right?
No, the notes. So you don't repeat it. It's me. I'll go, then Trevor, then you, then I'll finish. All right. Good job all this week. At Russ, follow all these people on Twitter. At Russ to Judy 10. He's Jerry Judy Stan. At _JJJ 2013. Josh, go U of Texas. At Donald W. Voss. Don, be a positive difference. At Steve Eric, go Eric. At drgridiron.md, sports psychiatrist. At BOliver36, Bernard, he's Steelers lover. At Master Yoshi 89, Akron boy. At Vibe with Keezy, he vibes and talks sports. At Berkey Turkey 1, he's a 2-time winner. At 01 Star Blazer, he's the one and only Blazer. Sure, Trevor. At Brandon B 012288, 3rd-time winner. Good job. At the Champo 33, he collects many things. At Eli 2
Hello.
Eli Giants fan.
So do I.
At Cody E 0270, Jason Tatum stan. At CJ Rest 17, he loves sports and music. At 86 Canes, Anthony W, 2-time winner. At JA17 Burner 1, Bills Mafia, plus he's a history nerd. Jets fan Nick, just a moron that likes patterns. Sure. At Stu McAllister, he's host of I'm No Podcast. Check them out. At the Harassment Sports Cheese and Comics. And at Anthony Board 5, he loves big, beautiful women.
Is it me?
It's supposed to be Trevor. Trevor?
Can you hear me? You just can't see me, right?
Yeah, you pounded your table and you turned your camera off like a moron.
I know. That must be really strong.
All right, I'll go ahead and go. Wait for Trevor to figure out his camera thing.
All right.
We got at S Dread Rifle.
We got ass.
Do not feed the animal. I don't know what that means. At Will the Thrill 2K. It's just Will. Okay. At Cap'n _red_beard_. He's a semi-sweaty pirate. At Costanza _sports. He is the Lord of the Idiots.
Kerry's Lord.
At Panthers fan BM. God is one. Marcus the LBJ fan. Just a man who hates Ohio State. I can relate. At Dave N. Portroy. He's a proud dad. Huh?
Terrible at this.
He's a proud dad. At Lairs Benjamin, Living God's Will. At Motorhead 711, old school wrestling fan. At Uncle Rodak, he's a Philly guy. Shout out to Yangling. At J1 Neville, DC born and raised. At NE _Patriots fan, 2-time winner. Congratulations. At Javante _33, never been ratioed.
Yeah, you better stay away from me, bud.
My condolences, Javante. At Paint Guy 13, weekends are for pizza and beer. I agree. At Drunk Skippy, he's drunk, bro. He's drunk. At Pack Rats 922, 3-time winner. Congratulations.
No Pack Rats.
At Beth 0362 is a liberal Democrat. Okay. At Hangpipe, dad and Browns fan. So he's a fan of dads and the Browns. Cool. At Skull Knee 79, he's a bleeder of purple. I think you should get that checked out. I don't think that's healthy. At Bob Erasmus 1, he's a 2-time winner. Congratulations, Bob. At DJ Busquet, he's a music producer. I don't know. At Barry Who 44033110. He's classic Barry. Classic Barry. What a guy. At Jess DeReed is a fantasy hockey guy. And at Johnny Saigon, photographer and Bills fan.
Dude, how many people won this week?
Close to 100. I didn't count. There's a lot.
Let's keep it going. At Viking Jedi 23, the Space Viking. At Ahsoka Maximoff. Loves football and Star Wars. At Rickard Justin, he loves pool. At Barry Kathleen Beer and Pork Rinds. At CJ underscore Ebert, go Packers. That's a stupid name, though. CJ's a stupid name. At H3 Pioneer 25, straight out of Texas. At Brianda Bullfawn, Dabble is Himothy. At Joe Patton the Best. Check out their podcast, or just keep listening to Beer League Football. Searchy said one crazy nerd who loves Mary Jane. I don't know who that is, but she sounds hot. At Cameron 2249. What?
It's weed.
Weed. Have you never heard Mary Jane is weed before?
Mary Jane does weed?
You've never heard that Mary Jane means weed?
He's fucking with you, Kerry. He's fucking with you.
I was like...
Karen 2249. Go Niners. At Ian Marshall Stark, he's a 3-time winner. At The Real Boss 51, he is respectful. At Christo 07390021, 2-time winner. At Sweet Dude 55, he's trustworthy. At El Muriado, importer, exporter. Kerry, what does that mean?
I don't know. These bios, I just read off the bios.
Okay. At Daryl Doc, chartered accountant, loves wine. At Gerald Monk, loves Oktoberfest. Sick. At Boom G underscore 85, Oklahoma team supporter. That sucks. At Dylan 6745 live 3-time winner. At 15 Royals 15 Chief. He's a dad and a sportsaholic. Congrats on not being a virgin. And at Bruce La Bounty 1, 2-time winner Steve Santo Pietro, and at Beerly Trust Scott. Make sure to follow him. It's really important. That's it.
All right.
You didn't go 3-0.
He never does. All right. Let's finish it out.
There's more?
Yep. At Darth Bob 10, Stetson Bennett enjoyer. At Oregon Duck Sports, Blazer and Eagles fan. At Moreno underscore Javier M. He's a sports nut. At JRock 5158, baseball pitcher. At Andrew Nordmeyer, dad of 3. At Trey X DeJounte, Trey Youngstan. At Demand 81, a Lancer driver. At DA Chrysler, Daniel Jones' biggest fan. At J17 Bills Mafia, and at Red Zone Insider, 2-time winner. Congrats to all of you winning this week. There's way too many of you, and next week we're going to make it harder, so we don't have to read off so many names.
We're going to make it harder?
Yeah. But good job.
I love making it hard.
All of you. We'll pick them on Friday to play along and get a shout out next week.
All right.
All right. Let's pick them week 7. So first game.
We got Pittsburgh at Miami.
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins. Give me the Fins. Tua's playing, baby.
And it sounds like Pickett may start, but we're not sure.
If he's healthy, he's starting, is what Mike Tomlin said. If he's cleared, he's starting.
Trubisky looked good, though.
Yeah, but Trubisky got in a fight with Deontay Johnson in the locker room, and Mike Tomlin didn't like that. Mike Tomlin apparently Deontay Johnson. So
that's a very interesting story.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, he tried to rub his boobs in the locker room at halftime.
What are you going with, Kerry?
I'm going to take the Dolphins. Tua's back. I think gives it the hype. Playing in Miami. I just don't really trust the Steelers team without Watt.
I don't either, but I'm going to pick the Steelers just because. Coming off a big win, trying to keep the momentum going.
It's fair.
All right, next up, we got Kansas City Chiefs at San Francisco 49ers. Who you going with, Trev?
Wow. Give me the Chiefs.
Kerry?
This is probably our best game of the week, sadly. Niners look terrible against the Falcons, but it does sound like Nick Bosa and Trent Williams might be back for this week's game, which would be a big boost for them. I don't like the Chiefs. They've only had 2 good wins this year, barely beat the Raiders and Chargers. I'm taking the Niners, upsetting the Chiefs.
All right, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. They're a better team.
That's smart, Zach.
They're a better team. All right, next up, in our final game of Pick'em, we got Indianapolis at Tennessee. The Colts taking on the Titans in Nashville.
I'm taking Tennessee. I think the Titans off a bye week. Still a beat-up Colts team. Who knows if Jonathan Taylor's going to play. I think Titans play their game. Derrick Henry runs the ball and pull out a low-scoring win.
Trevor?
When a quarterback hugs his head coach and it really means something, You just know. So give me the Colts.
That was a really moving statement.
I'm going Tennessee. Same reason as I went with KC in the last game. Tennessee's just a better team.
I don't know. Trevor's statement almost made me change my mind, but then I realized that made no sense whatsoever. So,
Pick'em's in. I'm gonna have updated totals out tomorrow on Twitter. It's gonna be retweeted by Beerly Football and Beerly Sports. Now we're going into our 5 points. 5 points. Who wants to go first, or do you want me to start?
I suggested last week. Should we go one at a time?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll go one by one. Who wants to start? Me?
Zach.
Okay.
Obviously. You had a bad week. Let's make it better.
All right. Point number 1. This is a little bit of a long one. It's got a lot to it. But Broncos.
I get that all the time.
Did not deserve the hype they were getting in the preseason. Russell Wilson is terrible. He can't read a defense. He's had one good quarter of football all year. Broncos country wave goodbye to a winning season because it ain't happening this year.
That wasn't long.
Huh?
That wasn't very
Typically,
long.
it's one sentence. This is like 3 or 4.
The one very positive thing you could say about this team is the defense looks great.
It's a great defense. Great defense. Unfortunately, they're wasting I'd say a Super Bowl defense with a 10-cent offense. I mean, their offense can't move the ball. Russell Wilson misses wide open receivers constantly. He doesn't have good pocket presence. He hasn't been able to move the ball at all this year.
This could be the worst thing the Broncos franchise has ever done, besides getting rid of Tim Tebow. Like, 7-year deal for this guy? He looks terrible. And multiple first-round picks?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll's laughing his ass off right now.
Yeah, Pete Carroll's like, got him.
Like, it's not like it's 2 weeks into the season. We're 6 weeks in.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he bounces back later in the year, but Trevor, you're the Broncos defender. This team is obviously, you had high expectations, and somehow bottom of the floor fell apart. It's like the Titanic out there. The ship's falling. Everybody's going down.
Russell Wilson's on the Titanic, and he's standing there just telling everybody as they're screaming, Broncos country. Let's ride.
No, he couldn't even see the iceberg because he's not tall enough to see over the ledge.
Listen, you can say whatever you want to say about this football team. They're 5-1. All right.
No, they're not. They're not.
They're 2-4. You know, I thought this was a team that was really, we were going to see what we're seeing, a little better version of what we're seeing from the New York Jets. You know, like a good defense, like you brought up, like I was saying all offseason, and then a young offense with some weapons, just like they got in New York. And I just thought, you know, Russell Wilson was going to be a lot noticeably better than Zach Wilson. But now we don't even know which Wilson is the better quarterback or which Herbert is.
By the way, on my quarterback list, Zach Wilson is better than Russell Wilson.
Okay, good. I like Zach Wilson's getting respect. I like that.
Yeah, after his
not much better, but he is better.
But they need this offense to move through Russ, and it hasn't. He doesn't have any chemistry with these receivers. It doesn't look like they've practiced together. I know sometimes it takes a quarterback like a full off season and a full season with some guys to work. So I wouldn't overreact about like the whole 7-year thing. I mean, I think this will be better next year if he's still there.
He's old. He's up there. He's getting up there in age. Or what is he? 30?
It's not like they signed Patrick Mahomes to a 7-year deal. They signed Russell Wilson. Patrick Mahomes, he's got a lot of football left in him. Russell Wilson, 7 years. That's a retirement contract.
He's not getting better than what he was. Like he's just going downhill from there. But I will give him. He looked pretty good in the start of that game yesterday.
The first quarter.
He started like 10 of 10. He was looking good. He had that wide open goal.
The second half, I believe he went 3 of 12.
He forgot how to throw the football.
15 yards.
Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Do we think it's his injury? Or is that just an excuse?
No, that's an excuse.
I think he is injured, but I don't think he has been injured.
I mean, he looks bad. He looks just straight bad.
And do you guys think he's a bad teammate?
Yeah.
No.
I've
There's
heard
a lot of-
almost every teammate that's ever played with him hates him.
I don't know if you saw the thing about, who is it? Him, Sherman, and Lynch.
Yeah.
They said they had to call a manager to talk to him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. There was a video last night of him giving handshakes to every one of the Broncos after the game. So it's like, I don't.
Yeah, but
I don't-
all the Broncos players are like, bro, why can't you complete a fucking pass in the second half?
Would you guys rather have Drew Lock in Denver right now?
Yeah, I would. If I was Denver, I'd rather have Drew Lock. I'm
They
dead,
could've-
dead fucking serious. Dead fucking serious. I'd rather have Drew
Trevor?
Lock.
No, because I don't get to go back. You don't get to go back if it's the wrong answer.
All right, Trevor, me, you want to go next?
You can go next.
All right. It's Zappe season.
Zappe hour.
He needs to start. It's time. Same thing I said with Cooper Rush. Maybe Mac Jones is the better quarterback, but you go with the hot hand. Until you start losing, keep starting him. There's no reason to put Mac in if you keep on winning. Zappe looked great last week.
He did really good.
They've got the Bears this Monday. They got the Jets a couple times. Their schedule's not that bad for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
You're just gonna slide over the Jets like that. All right.
Yep. With a quarterback like Zach Wilson, yep. It's time. Zappe looked good. Obviously, they're not having him throw much. Like, he's still doing a lot in the short game, but he's played well. Patriots are winning. Rely on that run game. Defense is looking great. Patriots team probably not going to go too far this year, but, never know if they could slip in a wild card seed if they keep playing like this. We'll see. But Mac, I don't know. Could be on his way out in New England.
Could you imagine that? Jeez.
I don't know who'd want him, though. It's not like he'd be a huge market after him.
Mm-hmm.
Denver.
Yeah. Are you guys on the Zappe train yet or no?
No.
I was on it before you, Kerry. I like
Yeah,
what
I
I
know
saw
he's
last week.
He's like a prodigy, though. Like, he was really big in high school, and then, like, he was good in college.
So, like, I have him currently at 18 in my QB rankings.
That's a bit high. But...
And last week I had him at 21.
Oh.
So, up 3 spots. If he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to move higher.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen a ton of mediocre quarterbacks succeed with the Patriots in the past.
Yeah, that's true.
We've seen guys like Matt Castle, Jacoby Brissett, Mac Jones, Cam Newton.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, him too. But come in there, put up decent numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm liking this team right now.
But here's the thing, Kerry. In this season, with how bad the quarterbacks play, decent numbers is good.
Yeah, off on a tangent. This is the QBs this year. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, Mahomes has been fine, but after that, and obviously Josh Allen, which I know you're going to talk about, but then like Burrow has not been better than last year. Herbert has not. Brady and Rodgers have both been underwhelming. Lamar's had 3 straight bad games. Like, Kyler's looked terrible. Derek Carr's underwhelmed. Russell Wilson's been awful. Matt Ryan sucked. Matthew Stafford's been terrible. Like, Kirk Cousins has been okay, but people thought he was going to be better than he was. Like,
yeah.
What QBs have been impressed this year? Jalen Hurts has done great, and Tua was looking good early on, but like every QB seems to be having an underwhelming year this year.
Yeah.
Like,
The year of Tua.
There's
Just
not
wait
many
till he gets healthy
right now.
Yeah, not looking good.
All right, Trevor, what do you got?
Okay, let's talk about the real dog in your division, the one that's nipping at the best team in football right now. The Jets are back. The Jets are back.
No.
Not with
The New York Jets are back.
No.
Dude, the Jets are back.
No.
I like them more than I like the Giants. I'm not going to lie.
The
Short
Giants-
term and long term.
Okay.
Long term, definitely the Jets. They
Yeah.
got so many nice pieces on that team.
Yeah.
Sauce,
They have a great
Williams,
front office. Ever
Brees
since
Hall.
Zach Wilson's back, they're 3-0. I picked them to win. They keep winning.
Hey, Trevor, how many touchdown passes and completions does Zach Wilson have in 3 games total? I
Kerry,
think
talking about the Jets. I'm not talking about stats, man.
Trevor, he hasn't thrown a touchdown in the last 2 weeks.
Is my point number one, Zach Wilson has thrown for a lot of touchdowns. My point number one is Zach Wilson. I mean, the Jets are back.
They're not back with a crappy quarterback like that. They're never going to beat a good
back.
team. They're not.
They're 3-0 since he's back. They're 4-2. They got talent all over the field.
Yeah. Their running back room is great.
He's all great.
Yeah. Michael Carter's not bad either. Michael Carter looks pretty good.
He's a great RB2.
Yeah. Come on. The Jets are back. They're not their division. They're going to be second in the division. It's not their division, but it's their division to be second place in. And
so you're out on Tua.
Get a wild card spot, and
so you're out on Tua.
Huh?
You're out on Tua.
Well, if they keep losing, if he keeps not playing, he's not even 100%.
This team is not beating the Bills. They're not beating the Dolphins with Tua there. They're definitely not.
Kerry, you've picked against them 3 weeks in a row. You were wrong 3 weeks in a row. I don't care what you think about the Jets.
You've never been wrong in anything in your life?
No, that's actually my point number 5. So we'll get there soon.
You go back to the Denver Broncos?
Again, point number 5. We'll get there.
All right.
The Jets are back. That's my point number 1.
All right, my point number 2. Chargers need to figure out their offensive line if they want any hope of making the playoffs in a very competitive AFC.
Chargers are cooked.
That O-line looks fucking awful.
So does Justin Herbert.
They're missing their 2 best linemen.
And they had their center go down against the Broncos.
Joe Burrow will be out here dying on a fucking football field, and I'll try to talk about the offensive line, and y'all be like, oh no, he just sucks. He throws picks. Justin Herbert gets sacked twice, and you guys are going to say, oh, they sucks. Justin Herbert sucks.
Okay.
What?
So weird. Okay.
I don't know what to do with Lindsey. Lindsey's like sick or something, but I don't know what his deal is. He's missed last couple weeks, but Chargers.
They got to figure out that O-line. The defense hasn't looked great either. I mean,
Staley sucks too.
Yeah, the coaching's terrible. I don't even know why Dustin Hopkins is on the field if he can barely walk. I don't understand that.
The only reason they won last night.
I know, but still, they kicked a field goal when they were at the 28, or they went for it on 4th down and like 4th and 6 from the 28-yard line when the game is tied 13-13. You know the Broncos can't move the ball. Just fucking kick the field goal. But then the thing is like, well, maybe their kicker doesn't feel comfortable making it from that far away. In which case, why is he on the fucking sideline?
I'm honestly hoping the Chargers fall apart because Staley needs to go.
Yeah.
Staley needs to go. Enough.
Oh, welcome aboard.
But who else?
Is Justin Herbert holding the Chargers back? Yes or no?
No.
I'm not answering that question.
Okay.
That's such a dumb question.
Okay, you can think about it, Kerry. If you don't want to answer it right now.
Zach, I'll ask you, how much do you think the rib injury is affecting Herbert? Because that was probably one of his worst games he's had.
I think it's a couple different things. I think the injury is affecting him a little bit. I don't think it's that much. He didn't look great, but again, 2 offensive linemen were out to start the game. A third one goes down mid-game. The second play he's on the field, he gets a holding penalty called on him. He doesn't have Keenan Allen. The defense is not very good. So this Chargers and this coach sucks. So there's a lot of things going on in LA right now that don't look good.
But as a whole, since that injury, Herbert has not really looked that good. I don't think we've seen it. The Texans game was about the only one he's looked decent in.
Yeah.
He was horrible. He was horrible in that Jags game.
Played good against the Texans.
He looked good last night.
Yeah.
I saw something that said supposedly that injury usually knocks a quarterback out for 6 games.
Really?
Dude, this is pathetic.
Pathetic.
What are you doing? What are we doing? Usually it'll knock him out for 6 games, but Justin Herbert's playing. You're so proud of your boyfriend, dude.
Am I?
Yeah.
Hey, that was a terrible game last night.
You know what? Just keep watching because your third eye right here, your little Justin Herbert eye is opening. It's squinting. And it's about to be over. Just keep watching. Keep watching football.
Okay.
All right. My second, sadly, I've turned to the dark side. I agree with Trevor on this. It's a rare time I will side with him. I've turned against Zach. The Colts are going to win the AFC South.
Yes!
No.
Yes!
You're saying the Colts are
Yes!
going to win the AFC South when you're
Yes!
picking them to get swept by the
Yes!
Tennessee Titans?
Yes.
I picked them to lose yesterday. I mean, this week, but I think they'll win the next one. I think
I thought
the
they were.
Titans. No, they haven't played yet. They play like twice in like 3 weeks. I think they play them like 2 weeks after.
Oh.
But
Welcome, Kerry.
Colts, they looked horrible early on. They've somehow got to a 3-2-1 record. This team is definitely banged up. Jonathan Taylor's been not the same this year. Shaq Leonard, who knows when he's coming back. This is a banged up team, though. Matt Ryan finally looked like the Matt Ryan we used to know.
Look way better than Carson Wentz.
And here's an off. This is nothing kind of due, but Matt Ryan, the Colts O-line suddenly looks terrible once Matt Ryan is there. And it looked good last year. The Falcons line was horrible last year, and now it's one of the top in the NFL right now. Is it a Matt Ryan? Is it a Matt Ryan issue that he's holding the ball in too long?
To be honest,
well, I'm gonna say something about Matt Ryan looking good against the Jags this week because he looked pretty good. Not gonna lie. The Jags defense is awful. That's gonna be one of my points coming up. So I'm gonna put almost. It's not zero stock in Matt Ryan's performance, but almost zero stock.
But back to the Colts, like, I mean, again, with the weak teams, like, there just isn't a lot of scary teams this year, especially in, like, the wild card races. Like, obviously, we got the Bills in the East. We got the Chiefs in the West. We'll probably see the Ravens in the North. And then the South, who knows? But, like, who do we got in the wild cards? Like,
Wait, you're probably going to have either the Jets, Dolphins, or Patriots. You're going to have the Bengals probably.
Bengals, Dolphins.
And then maybe the Chargers. Maybe
none of these teams are scary.
Herbert, don't go to the playoffs, bro. Herbert, go home at the end of the season.
Okay, Mr. Broncos are winning the AFC West.
Herbert goes home after week 18. That's all his contract is for, 18 weeks of football.
Sure.
Okay.
But Colts, obviously the Jags, we were hyping them up for a couple weeks, but they've fallen off since then. Texans aren't going anywhere. It's really just the Titans who are a decent team, but like they're not a team that scares you right now. So I think it's going to be whoever wins this division is going to win 9 or 10 games.
Yeah.
But I'm picking the Colts for now, sadly enough.
Okay. I disagree, but okay.
Who do you think is going to win? Titans?
It's going to be Titans, yeah.
That's really a nasty division when you think about it.
There's a lot of nasty divisions this year. The NFC West is horrible. No, the worst division in football is the NFC South this year. The Bucks
are dominating.
The only reason the Bucks are in first because their division sucks.
Yeah.
The Saints aren't good. The Panthers are the worst team in football. Falcons are competitive, but they're not good. Like the Bucks they're somehow going to win that division. Sadly enough.
Yeah. Falcons come back, win the division.
I would be so happy. Zach, I'll buy you a beer if that happens.
Sweet. Yes.
That'd be so great. Just to watch Trevor, Marcus Mariota beating his Tom Brady to win the division. That would be a great time.
I like Kyle Pitts, though. I would be happy for Kyle Pitts.
So with his like 30 catches.
Touchdown, by the way. Him and George Kittle were on the same football field, and only Kyle Pitts scored. What does that tell you?
And one had 8 catches, and the other had 3 for 19 yards.
Bro's gassing 5 catches. I'm guessing a touchdown.
We're gassing 19.
Kyle Pitts don't catch meaningless passes. Kyle Pitts scored touchdowns.
Okay. What's your point number 2, Trevor?
Finally got 1 touchdown in the U.S. So proud of that man.
And you have 0 touchdowns in the U.S., so...
Well, I don't play professional football, so probably that's a true statement.
You also don't watch it when I hear some of the things you say.
The only one that doesn't watch football here is Trevor.
I cook. I watch football. I do it all. Number 2, I don't really know how to say this. Like, there's like 7.5 good quarterbacks in the league. Like, really, like, quality, like, playing good football football this year. Like, there's like maybe like 7.5.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't even know look at that.
It might be. That's even a high number. Yeah.
Like quarterbacks, I would want like if I was starting a team and like I got to watch all the quarterbacks this year, like I would be interested in like 7.5 of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like halves. Like Joe Burrow's look good for half of the season. Lamar's look good for half the season.
I'd be interested in him.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
And then you could watch him play football after too.
Sweaty.
Yeah, I bet you like that.
Yeah.
Who's the half one? That's the question.
Derek
Carr. Half of Herbert.
Yeah, just his bottom half. Just from the hips down.
All right.
Okay. All right, my turn. Point number 3. It's gonna hurt me to say this.
He's crying. It's okay, Zach. We're here for you, man.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm out on the Jaguars this year.
Wow.
Because
6 weeks.
Because of their secondary.
6 weeks.
Get rid of fucking Shaquille Griffin. What the fuck is that guy doing?
That's getting cooked by a white guy that's not Cooper Kupp.
God damn. No, he's terrible. He's always been terrible. He's terrible last year. I don't know why we didn't find a way to move him. Move him for a 7th round draft pick. I don't give a shit. Get him out of Jacksonville. Find someone. Pick up a free agent. There's a couple decent players in free agency that you could pick up. Like, do something, because this defense sucks. The secondary is awful. Matt Ryan is not a good quarterback, and we made him look like Joe fucking Montana out there.
At least you got Fali Saudi Olabakun, or whatever his name is.
Foyesade Olajuwon.
That.
No, neither of you said it. Foyesade Oluokun. Or were you talking about Folorenzi Fudukasi?
They're all the same. Can't pronounce any of them.
No, Trevor Lawrence moved up my quarterback list. He had a pretty good game. Didn't throw for a lot of yards.
He pissed me off. He pissed me off. Why did he need 2 rushing touchdowns when you have James Robinson? Give it to James Robinson, stupid Trevor. Come on. He was the most annoying Trevor on last Sunday. He was more annoying than this guy. Like, come on. I hate when that happens.
That's hard to do.
Listen, when you lead a touchdown drive, a go-ahead touchdown drive with under 2 minutes left and Matt Ryan's on the other side of the field, you got to feel pretty good about your chances of winning that game. And then fucking Shaquille Griffin and every player in that fucking secondary couldn't fucking guard a scarecrow. It's fucking embarrassing. So I'm out on the Jaguars. I'm still going to root for him. But I don't think we're going anywhere this year.
Until next year. Until you get a defense.
Yeah. Which is surprising because we look good early on defensively.
Yeah.
Looked great against the Chargers. Looked fantastic the first game against the Colts. I was like, okay, we might have some guys here. And then
what's your updated win total for them now?
Updated win total? Fuck.
6 or 7?
It's 6 or 7, yeah.
Think you're going to beat the Giants next week?
I have a pick 'em pool that I do at work, and I did pick them to beat the Giants, but I don't believe it in my heart.
Daniel Jones would come out. He's going to outduel Lamar Jackson again. Even though he's not playing, he's going to ball. It's going to be great.
I don't believe it in my heart that the Giants are going to lose to the Jaguars. I'm hoping for it, but I don't believe it in my heart.
Yeah, Saquon's going to rip them apart. Also, Trevor, what are your thoughts on Lamar Jackson's probably worst game of his career?
It wasn't the worst game of his career.
It was horrible. He had 2 chances to take that lead. First, he had a pick. Next drive comes out, fumbles, game over.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst game of his career. He just choked at the end.
He didn't do anything during the rest of the game either.
Well, they played their brand of football. They ran, they possessed the clock, but the Giants did it better. They got a better running game all around. They got a better defense all around, and neither quarterback played well.
I just want to hear this on a clip. Can you please tell me that Daniel Jones outplayed Lamar Jackson this past week. I would love to hear this right now because I was a Daniel Jones supporter for years. I kind of fell off a bit first 2 weeks in, but he's played great last 2 weeks. I really want to hear it just for me.
Just for this week?
Just for this week, I'd love to hear it.
Daniel Jones played better. Suck my weenie, Kerry. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it.
You never make me happy.
He did kind of already say it because he said Daniel Jones played better. So
he did. Hey, Daniel Jones is playing with white lacrosse players as wide receiver 1. Give him weapons. Come on.
All right, Kerry, what's your point number 2?
Point number 3.
Three. Shit, sorry.
This is a hot take. Kind of. Kyler Murray will never win a playoff game in his NFL career.
Wow. Why?
But he's looked horrible this year. I forget how many points the offense scored, like 3?
9. Oh, yeah.
Cliff Kingsbury sucks. Kyler is not a good finisher. I mean, like, Kyler's looking like second half Kyler usually this season.
Maybe it'll flip.
Maybe Hopkins will help him, but Kyler looks awful. This team is not playoff bound. He's a decent quarterback, but he's not a team he's never going to be a great one. And he's not a guy I'm going to see in the playoffs. I really don't.
I'm not going to go that far just because he's so young. He's got a lot of career ahead of him.
But I think he's peaked. I don't think we're going to see Kyler much better than what he's been.
You think he's climaxed, Kyler?
Oh, that little man's climaxed all over Call of Duty.
Oh, did you know that ever since Kyler's been in the NFL, or like the past 3 years or something, that Call of Duty has had 49 double XP weekends? So, like, you play and you get double XP all weekend. And during those weekends, the Arizona Cardinals are 2-47. Dude, Kyler's just a professional gamer that just plays football on Sunday.
He's not good. I don't know.
Bro's in the Discord at like 9 a.m. and he's like, all right, guys, I got to go, but I'll be back. I'll be back at like 4 o'clock, I swear. Then he just runs down, plays a game of football, sucks, fumbles, runs around, runs like a little toddler, gets back on the game, has like a 5-to-1 kill-to-death ratio. I respect the Kyler Murray, the video game player.
He's Derek Carr for me. He's in that category. He's just going to be there. He's always going to be a decent quarterback, but he's just never going to go over the hop. And that one playoff game, we're just going to see that if they ever make the playoffs again. Midgets don't play well in the NFL. See Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson has a Super Bowl.
I meant this year.
Oh.
No midgets.
All right, Trevor. Point number 3.
Point number 3. If I could go back in time, if I got a time machine just for this specific circumstance, if I could go back in time and they said you can either watch the Commanders and the Bears play tonight, right? Or you can watch this baby get beat up for 3 hours, like just nonstop, a baby. I would have chose the baby. That was the worst football game I have ever. I played at Rock High School, and we played an exhibition game where like we played a JV team because we were so bad and we lost 60-0. Like, and that was I promise, those games there was better parts of that. That game was more. This was like the defense wasn't even stopping.
I'm gonna be honest. I had more fun watching that game than the Colts Broncos.
No, the Colts game was so bad it was entertainingly bad. It was fun to watch. It was so bad. This was just horrible football.
That was I don't even care what the baby looked like. If it was a cute baby, I don't care.
At least the Bears were moving the ball that game. The Commanders were so ugly to watch on offense.
Yeah.
It just be throwing out over and over. Like, at least the Bears, Fields is entertaining to watch, even though he's terrible.
Yeah.
God, that was. I hope.
I don't hate that take. I'm just saying.
This game this week better be better. We got Midget Man Gamer going against. Might be Taysom Hill. Andy Dalton might be out, so it could be Taysom Hill, which makes it entertaining.
All right.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
my fourth point, Trevor's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They ain't getting out of the first round of the playoffs if they even get there.
They have to.
They don't have to.
I will say that I think the NFC wildcard teams might be actually.
I can't see them not winning that division though.
The NFC wildcards are going to be bad. Maybe if like they catch the Giants or something, or they catch the Cowboys, I could see one of those teams beating the Bucs. But besides that, I don't see another team in the NFC that doesn't win the division that could beat the Bucs.
Packers, if they start turning things around.
No.
I could definitely see the Packers.
Packers play well.
Kerry, Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. Come on. Plus, if the Bucs are healthy, they're good in the playoffs against the Packers.
Bucs aren't good. They're not the same team they were. Their O-line sucks. Brady's busy. Who knows doing what?
Brady's spending practice time talking to his divorce attorney.
He looks like he's on crack.
Yeah, he does not look healthy.
No. He's been kissing way too many kids for comfort. Something.
Dude, it's flu season. Coat. What are we doing here?
You just got a coat.
He ripped in his own alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not good.
They deserved it. Well, damn. Never mind. I meant to bring up that the Ravens signed Deshaun Jackson when I was talking about news earlier. But, yeah, that happened.
What is this, 2014? We care about Deshaun Jackson?
Moving right along. Kerry, what's your point number 4?
Sadly, that was the last time we will see Mahomes versus Allen this season.
That's just a statement of fact.
This has been
oh, wait, no. You're talking playoffs.
I'm talking playoffs. This has been a very interesting NFL year. And I think one of them, I think Bill's obviously going to be the 1 seed. I think Chiefs will probably end up the 2. I think one of them is going to go down in the playoffs, most likely being the Chiefs. Now we're going to see, I don't know, somebody else, Ravens, Dolphins, whoever.
Bro, the Chiefs are not losing at home in the playoffs. Unless the team gets hot at the end of the year, like the Bengals did last year. Could you imagine if the Bengals got hot again at the end of the year? That would be fun.
The Chiefs have not been impressive this year.
Last year at this time.
Mahomes, yeah, they've been okay.
Look through their wins.
They've been good, but not great.
Okay, but I'm talking about later. Burrow just had his best game of the year. I'm talking about 10 weeks from now.
Chiefs are horrible against the Colts. They lost to Buffalo. Obviously, it was a close game. Still lost. The Raiders game, they very well had a chance to lose. They had a good comeback, but easily could have lost that. Chargers game also could have lost. So we're looking at 2 games they've really played well was Arizona. And then I forget who the other one was, but they're just not that impressive. They played a great game, and I think they're going to be competitors in the AFC, but I don't think they're going all the way. And sadly, I don't think we're going to see Mahomes again.
They only lost by 4.
That was a lot lower scoring game than I thought.
Right. Tony Romo called it in the first quarter, right when the game started, 30 seconds in. He was talking about the defenses, and he was like, this is going to be a 24-20 game. Tony Romo is so good, dude.
Did you guys see that stat? I think I sent it to you.
The Justin Herbert equals Tony Romo?
No, his last 3 game-winning drives have all ended in interceptions.
Mahomes?
Yep. Since the AFC Championship game, or whatever game it was. Yeah.
Well, he's not in that position often, really.
I don't know. Something's up with this team. They're still going far, but I just don't think they're going all the way.
Okay.
Trevor, what you got?
Point number 4, as we talked about the 7, we talked a lot about quarterbacks this episode. We talked about a lot. We talked about each other. We talked about our feelings. We talked about a lot. Okay, point number 4. Seeing the Dolphins offense without Tua Tagovailoa play just reminds me week in and week out that Tua is a franchise quarterback.
Teddy beat them for 400 yards.
And what happened? They lost.
And he threw for 400 yards.
Okay, I'm a stats guy, Kerry. You can't keep putting that on me. This team is not the same without Tua. They're not magical. They're not fun. They're not they're not the same.
They're not drinking Kona Big
it's like
Wave.
believe, you know what I'm saying? Like Tua, like I don't know what Tua means in Hawaiian, but I feel like it means believe. Like if I had to guess, because that's just what he is to this team. That's what he is to me.
To you.
Like if you're dogging Skyler or Teddy out there, like you know what you're gonna get. I believe in Tua. So Tua, still a franchise quarterback, and I think we're gonna be reminded that as soon as he gets back comfortable on the field. Hopefully he's not skeeved out or anything when he gets back on the field. But I'm looking forward to him reminding us that he's a franchise quarterback.
So you know what Tua means?
Believe?
No, it starts with a B though. It means
tuna,
and it means behind.
Oh, like behind, like your butt?
But his name's not Tua.
As in behind somebody.
His name's not Tua though. It's Tuango.
Getting it from the Kerry.
I tried.
No, you didn't. Kerry.
Hey, this ain't the Cleared Word podcast. This is the Beer League podcast.
Who's next? Who's got
our words here? Trevor, where is it? I'm waiting for it. Where's the Herbert one?
Oh no, I was wrong. It means ass. It literally means ass. It means ass.
Hook dictionary. Own that bozo.
All right. My 5th point and my final point is Josh Allen is him. He's him.
He's. I was talking to a friend today. He's probably already.
You have a friend?
Unless Mahomes or Lamar does something crazy.
That shit
probably pretty
was fucking crazy.
He's good.
He's him. He's him.
Pretty good. He's not bad.
Are you locking him for MVP?
Unless he gets hurt, yeah.
What about you, Kerry?
I don't know who to. I mean, like, I don't know who else it'd be. Like, Mahomes is up there, but he's obviously nowhere near the level Allen is playing at right now. Lamar was, but he's fallen off lately. Like,
you guys think Tyreek Hill could be like a top 5 MVP candidate?
No.
Maybe.
It's a quarterback award.
He's on pace to break the yardage record.
Top 5.
I mean, Cup was last year, but not really. He might be in the conversation, but he's going to be nowhere near it. We'd probably get Tom Brady at that.
Somehow.
As we should.
For what?
Playing like shit on Sunday.
All right. The Eagles should be scared.
The Eagles should be scared? Kerry, every week they win, and you come on here and you're like, oh, now they suck. Oh, now they suck. I swear, now they're done.
Why should they be scared, Kerry? Explain it to me.
Tell us why now.
Home game. Taking on Dallas. At Philly. Philly's an environment. It's hard to win there. Going against backup QB Cooper Rush threw 3 interceptions and had, I think, the lowest rating of any QB all time in the first half. He had a 0 rating. He was terrible. Somehow they only won that game with 1 score, and now Dak is coming back. This Cowboys defense is for real.
They're good, yeah.
They're good.
So you're not giving Philly's defense any credit for picking off Cooper Rush 3 times when no team has been able to do that yet this year.
He's terrible. He's like Bailey Zappe. They just didn't have him do anything. He's not going to turn the ball over.
Also, Micah Parsons, like you said, he was a top 20 NFL player. He's very good. And I said I think the game was going to come down to those in-betweens when it's like a one-on-one read with Jalen Hurts and Micah Parsons. And Jalen Hurts won just about all of them. Jalen Hurts had his way. He led a great offense, even though he didn't throw for a lot of passing yards. He led the offense up and down the field. They scored. I'm not going to put him at 3rd best quarterback in the NFL, but he's climbed my list again.
I think that's where I have him right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just because I had Lamar fall a little bit.
Yeah, Lamar, I don't know where to put Lamar anymore. I don't know where to put anyone anymore. I hope next week we get some good QB play. That's all I'm asking for. All I'm asking for.
Should be. There's a lot of horrible games.
Yeah.
Eagles, not a good one.
We got good QB play last week, though.
Who?
Matt Ryan cooked.
This is one of the only ones.
Is it my turn
Worst
for
secondary in
0.5?
football. Matt Ryan played well.
Trevor.
Point number 5. It's not that I was wrong. It's not that I was ever wrong. It's just that I wasn't right yet. As we're starting to see.
Where?
The curtains are coming back. And I'm just, I wasn't wrong. I just wasn't right yet.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
What does that mean?
My takes, my offseason, everything.
Oh, yeah, your offseason takes are fucking terrible.
Kerry's on board with me.
I'm with one
Indianapolis.
What about the Broncos?
I'm just not right yet.
Joe Burrow had one good.
What about Devontae Adams making Aaron Rodgers versus Aaron Rodgers making Devontae?
Oh, I was right.
You were right about
it's horrible. This Packers team sucks without Devontae. And they have a good defense. The offense is horrible. Aaron Rodgers is not playing good.
No, but, I mean, you replace Devontae with a bunch of rookies. I mean, it's going to take some time for them to gel.
He's doing all right.
We still right
Devontae
about
is doing better than Aaron Rodgers.
We still right about Justin Jefferson being better than or worse than Jamar Chase.
Getting closer. I was right about Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs being better than Justin Jefferson.
Hey, what about here's a big one. What about the Bucs? We right about that one?
Yeah. Well, they're not healthy.
Who are they missing?
They're lying.
Who?
What are you, an owl? Kerry, I'm just not right yet.
They're not missing anyone. Nobody's coming back on that line.
Give us a few weeks.
What?
It's not that I'm wrong. It's that I'm just not right yet.
Trevor's trying to make an excuse for why his takes have been dog shit all year on the Purely Football podcast.
You guys are coming around. I'm
not. I'm really not.
Zach, you said the Jags were winning the division. I said the Colts are winning the division. Now you said the Jags are done. What does that mean?
It means the Tennessee's winning the division.
Uh-huh.
Like I said earlier on the podcast.
You've been sipping on that beer a bit too much, whatever that is. Just another horrible effort from Trevor Scott.
Yeah. Really quite awful.
With surprisingly no mention of a certain quarterback in his 5 points this week.
I know why he did it. Is because he got roasted for being rent-free, and now he's got
No. Yeah. I am not wasting my time on that quarterback.
Oh, that was wasting your time.
That was awful.
Even though you posted about him on Twitter, it's not wasting your time.
And Kerry covered me. Kerry came around, and he said that he sucked, and he did suck, and he's going to continue to suck, and I'm going to be right.
Or he had one bad game.
No, I'm not wasting my time on that.
Okay. All right.
This guy.
Time for rapid fire. Kerry.
All right, let's pull it up. Pull it up. Now we shall. True or false? Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time in NFL history.
False.
True.
Who is it then?
Of all time?
Yeah.
They got a trophy named after him, bro.
Still sure about that?
Yeah, it's still called the Lombardi Trophy.
All right.
Also Todd Bowles.
Shut up. Which QB would you rather have for the rest of the season? Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff? Goff.
Dude, I'd vote for the meteor to hit Earth.
Pick one.
All right.
Come on, bitch.
Meteor.
Which of these young quarterbacks would you rather build your defense around? Sauce, Diggs, or Surtain?
I'm going Surtain.
Sauce been getting interesting, though.
Yeah.
And Diggs, too. Diggs is playing a lot better this year. He's playing better man coverage. He's not just, pick hunting, playing zone. There's really not a wrong answer to that one, but I think the best answer is Pat right now. Because Pat, you could kind of put on an island.
Yeah.
All right, who will end up as the worst team in the NFL this season?
Panthers.
Might be Commanders.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Fuck you.
True or false? Tom Brady will never win another ring. True.
That's not true because I will marry him if he never gets another ring.
Win
just
another
to make
ring.
sure.
Win another ring. Don't say it. I know what you're thinking. Don't say it. Don't say it.
That would be a win. I don't know, man.
No.
I don't know.
Just say no. You know it's no. Just say it.
He can't acknowledge he's wrong, so he just has to sit there and lie.
I'm not wrong. Nothing's happened yet. The Sixers lost.
Who cares about the NBA in 2020?
Shut up, Kerry. The Sixers lost.
Oh, I know the answer to this one. It's nobody.
Who is the better QB? I think we've all answered this one, but this was before the game. Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
Allen.
The better quarterback or the better football player?
The answer is same for both, honestly.
The better quarterback is Patrick Mahomes.
Rapid fire. Every single one of your answers has taken like 2 minutes.
The better quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. The better football player is Josh Allen.
Whatever. Would you want Lamar Jackson as your quarterback?
Yes. I do want Lamar Jackson. I want him.
Wait, what is it? What was the question? I didn't hear you.
Do you want Lamar Jackson?
Would you want Lamar Jackson as your quarterback in the playoffs? No.
No. Ah!
Look at his playoff stats.
As opposed to what?
Look at his playoff stats.
As opposed to what?
Just would you want? Like, no other choices, nobody else. But if you could have...
You either get Lamar Jackson or no quarterback.
If you could have Lamar Jackson as your playoff quarterback, would you want him? Like, not thinking about any other options.
If you that's like an impossible question to answer.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes, then. I'm going to say yeah. Sure.
You'd want the guy that's, what, like 1-3 with...
He's top 5. You want a top 5 quarterback in the playoffs?
Top 5 in the playoffs?
Yeah,
Ryan
Kerry.
Tannehill has better numbers than him in the playoffs.
Who does?
Ryan Tannehill.
What numbers?
Any quarterback has better numbers than Lamar. Win losses, stats, whatever you want. Lamar Jackson sucks in the playoffs.
All right.
No response to that?
You'll come around.
Pick one in their prime. Steven Jackson, Reese Jones-Drew, Chris Johnson, or Jamal Charles?
Jamal Charles. God, I love Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles is so good.
DJ 2K. How are we doing tonight, bud?
All right. I'll say LaShawn McCoy.
No.
He wasn't on there?
Nope.
Oh, LT, I mean.
Nope.
Can you read it again?
Steven Jackson, Maurice Jones-Drew,
no.
Chris Johnson, Jamal Charles.
Chris Johnson had the best single season, but prime, like 2-3 seasons, Jamal Charles.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. Jamal Charles.
Close.
Who's
the best wide receiver here? Tyler Lockett, Cortland Sutton, Hollywood Brown, Mike Williams.
Sutton.
Sutton just needs a real quarterback.
Yeah,
Sutton? Are you kidding me?
He's
not Juju 2.0.
You said Juju was a league winner.
Yeah, you said Juju was like a great wide receiver. So you're saying he's 2 times better than Juju, which meaning he'd probably be like a top 10 wide receiver to your standard.
No, that's not what I mean.
That's what you said.
Copy and pasted Juju, not 2 times better.
That's another take you got wrong. Juju is going to be a league winner. He has how many touchdowns in 6 games this year? 1?
Okay, he did lead. The season's not over.
And yeah, Kyle Pitts is another one. You said Kyle Pitts is going to break out this season. How many catches and yards and touchdowns does he have this year?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. As always. True or false? Travis Kelce is the best tight end in the NFL right now.
Are we including like all the tight ends' duties?
Everything.
Everything?
No.
Everything. No?
No.
Mark Andrews.
I'd probably put
No, Travis Kelce is the best. It's not even close.
No. Can't.
All right. What team has surprised you the most so far this season? I'm taking the Giants. That was Zach's biggest sell of the year, 1-16.
Yeah, they surprised me. Look, what can I say? I was wrong. I made one mistake.
Yeah, Zach admits when he was wrong.
Yeah.
Because Zach
Zach
has been wrong, so he can admit when I'm wrong, I'll admit it.
Yeah. All right. Who's your surprise, Trevor?
The New York Zach Wilsons.
Sure.
Who
is your favorite fictional?
I didn't answer.
Player?
Fuck you.
The Giants.
I said the Giants.
No, I said they surprised me. Yeah, I was wrong about them. But I'm actually, honestly, and this is going to shock some people, my biggest surprise so far this year.
Seahawks.
That's a good one.
It's
the Atlanta Falcons. I'm shocked by how well they've played. They don't have the best record in the NFL. Like, they're not 5-1, but they are probably 17 points away from being undefeated if I don't look at the scores right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're competitive in every game they play, which surprised me.
Even with Marcus Mariota completing 7 passes a game.
Listen, Marcus Mariota's a baller. He just wins. It's like Tebow. Except
50% of the time.
Except better.
Like Zach Wilson.
All right. Who's your favorite fictional football player of all time?
Oh, definitely that fish from Shark's Tale. She's fine as fuck. Or the little claymation reindeer from the little Christmas series.
What are you talking about?
What was the question?
Favorite fictional football player of all time.
Oh.
I'm thinking Bobby Boucher.
Give me Footsteps Falco. Led the Washington Sentinels to the playoffs.
There.
Went on a 3-1 run during a replacement game.
Trevor, have you ever watched a football show or football movie in your life?
No.
Another great, brilliant.
I don't think I can't.
Trevor Scott of Beerly Sports. All right, last question of the night. I don't know if I asked.
Beerly movies.
I can't remember if I asked this last week or not. Which pair of siblings would you want in your team? The Diggs, the Bosas, the Watts, or the Kelseys?
Give me the Diggs.
Right now.
Can I say another one, or does it have to be one of those?
Who else are you going to take? I'm taking the Diggs.
Give me the Smiths.
I appreciate it, but I'm not in the NFL.
Yeah, Zach and Zane, baby.
That's going to go great.
Give me Zach and Zane Smith. I don't care if the Bosas are in front of me. Give me Zach and Zane Smith with 2 Four Locos. I don't care. Dude, I will stand in that pocket all day. Not a speck of grass on my... Dude, the Bosas will be dead, dude.
There you go. All right, that's it for Rapid Fire this week. Ready to plug some stuff?
Yeah, let's plug some stuff.
If you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Beerly Football, at Beerly Sports. It's October. You know what that means. Everything's in full swing. Beerly Sports is your home for all the sports content. We got baseball, we got basketball, we got football, we got hockey. Enjoy it. Check out all of our podcasts. We got a lot of great personalities, a lot of great voices. That's all I got. It's the year of the beer. It still is the year of the beer. Let Russ cook.
A couple of idiots, too, on these podcasts.
Yeah. Make sure.
Wow.
Go ahead, Kerry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't have anything to fucking say. You go ahead, Kerry. So it's Kerry.
Exactly. Beerly hockey, Beerly football, Beerly
sports.
You
just said that.
Beerly baseball, Beerly hoops on Twitter. Beerly Sports on Instagram, Beerly Sports on TikTok. Follow us on all entities right now. Anchor, podcast, whatever it is, follow us. Follow me at Beerly Kerry.
You can follow me at Beerly Zach, and you can follow Trevor at Beerly Trev Scott. I released my football rankings today, and I don't know when. What, Kerry?
Follow us on YouTube at Beerly Sports.
If you're watching this on YouTube,
follow.
Make sure to hit that button.
If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you pound that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified whenever we upload or go live. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you, in case you're on the go, don't want to use too much data, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, anywhere you can get your podcasts, all podcast listening platforms. And if you're listening to the podcast, check us out on YouTube. You can see my beautiful face. You can see Sid from Toy Story and Kerry Dempsey all on YouTube just for your viewing pleasure. And that is all we have for tonight's show. Oh, wait. Before we go real quick,
I have one last comment.
Yeah.
Dogfish Head Sequench Ale is the worst beer I've ever had in my life. Do not drink this unless you want to die and find yourself dead in a ditch on a Tuesday morning. Good night, folks.
Kerry, so I released my quarterback rankings list, my power rankings list today. When are you guys releasing yours?
I tweeted mine today.
Oh, you did?
Tomorrow.
I didn't see it. And you're doing tomorrow? All right.
Yeah.
So check those out on our Twitters. Remember, that's at Beerly Kerry, at Beerly Zach, and at Beerly Trev Scott. We will see you guys in the next episode, or you can tune in Sunday for our Beerly Football Breakfast Show that we'll be doing, where we pick the scores for every game on Sunday. Hope you guys have a good one. We will see you next week.